Hello. Welcome to Glitter Goddess Yoga. I will be covering support flow today or this morning. So get what you need, get your water, get props, pillows, blankets, anything you need for this morning. Wait a second. So our Facebook, we're just going to be on YouTube for today instead of Facebook. Just for today. Again, we are the Glitter Goddesses. You can find us on YouTube. We have classes every day from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Started a little bit late today. That's okay. But every day from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Additional classes on Thursdays at 5 p.m. And you can Venmo us at the Glitter Goddesses. All donations go to POCs, queer, and trans families. Stay hydrated. Have water by your side. And remember, I can't see you guys, so if there's any time you take a break, go into a child's pose, anything you need to do for your body, make sure you handle that. You know what's best for you. Give your body what it needs. Anytime you take a break, feel free to do so at any moment in time. Let's fix this so you can see. Cool. I'm gonna grab my water real fast and we can get started. Hopefully you guys can see me. So, come into a comfortable seat. If you want to use your blanket as a cushion, you can. For your sits bones, or however way you want it to come seated. When you're ready, meet me in a comfortable seat. We're just going to sit nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long, crown of the head reaching nice and long as well. And we're just going to follow the breath. Working with the breath to breathe deeper. Feeling the air leave your body on every exhale. When you're ready, with the right palm, we're going to grab the left side of the head, and leading with the right elbow, we're just going to gently drop it to the right side. We don't want to pull, just gently drop the right elbow, stretching the left sides of our neck. Breathe in through your stretch. On the next exhale, we're going to rotate the head, chin facing towards the armpit, and we're going to grab the backs of our head. And the same thing we did, we're going to let the right elbow hang heavy, stretching the backs of our neck. And on the last exhale, you can release, bringing the spine back to neutral. We're going to do the same for the other side. So with the left palm, we're going to grab the right side of the head, leading with the left elbow. Just going to let the left elbow hang heavy. Stretching the right sides of our neck. Breathe into your stretch. And on your last exhale, we're going to rotate the head, chin towards the armpit. Letting the left elbow hang heavy, stretching the backs of our neck. And on your last exhale, you can release, bringing the head back to neutral. We're just going to gently bring the chin towards the chest, stretching the backs of our necks once more. And going towards the right or left side, rotating the head all the way around, engaging with all the muscles in our neck. Having full control of your rotation, taking your time. And as you make that final rotation, you can reverse, go in the other direction. And slowly bringing the head back to stillness. From here, we're going to open up the arms wide, crossing over right over left, bending the left arm, and dropping that left right shoulder. We're going to bring the right arm as close to us as possible. Breathing into your stretch here. Engaging with the right shoulder. And gently releasing, opening up the arms wide once more. We're going to cross over left over right, bending the right arm, dropping that left shoulder, bringing the left arm as close to you as possible. Engaging with that left arm and the left shoulder, breathing through your stretch. And gently releasing. We're going to bring the arms out in front of us. We're going to flip the palms, forearms facing up towards the sky, palms facing up. And we're just going to gently place our palms into the floor, palms facing forward, fingers facing us, engaging with the forearm of the wrist. Feel free to add some heat to the forearm to ease up on the tension. From here, we're going to flip the palms, back of the palms facing into the floor, fingers still facing us. We're going to pulsate the wrist by closing the fist, back and forth, engaging with the wrist. And gently releasing the hands from the floor. You can bring the hands together and do a figure eight, or you can shake out the wrist, whichever feels good for you. And when you're ready, I would like to invite us into tabletop, coming on all fours. So making your way to tabletop, however you want to get there. Feel free to sip your water. Coming onto all fours. We're going to use any props you have. You can bring your blanket, pillows, cushions. If you want to bring a cushion in front of you or under your knees, you can do so at this time. But for here, I would like y'all to have another cushion. Coming onto all fours. If you have a blanket or extra cushion, you can put it slightly under your forearms and palms and shoulders. So from here, we're going to come onto all fours. We're going to rise up the right arm towards the sky. And keeping our hips here, we're going to dive down onto the left arm, dropping the right arm and shoulder into the floor of your mat on top of your cushion, or your blanket, or your pillow. Breathing deep into your stretch here. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly rise back up into tabletop. And from here, we're going to rise up the left arm on the other side. Keeping our hips where they are, we're going to dive down under the right arm. And dropping the left shoulder onto your cushion. Breathing into this stretch here. Breathing in your stretch. And coming out of our last cycle of breath, we'll slowly make our way back into tabletop. Okay. Coming back into tabletop, keeping the hips where they are, we're going to lower the chest towards the ground, stretching the arms out nice and long. For puppy pose. And you can still keep your cushion here if you would like. If you would like to move it to go further down to the floor, you can do so. We're trying to bring your chest towards the floor or your cushion, stretching the arms out nice and long, keeping the hips where they are. And when you're ready, slowly rise it back up to tabletop. We're going to bring big toes to touch. Widen our knee stance and drop our hips down and back for our child's pose. If there's any adjustments you would like to make before going to child's pose, you can do so now. If you want to extend your cushion for your knees, stack something under you for more cushion. Like so, you can bring a pillow under your child's pose, protecting your knees, thighs, coming all the way down to child's pose. Still keeping this child's pose, we're going to crawl both hands over to the right side, stretching the left side body. And when you're ready, crawl the hands over to the left side, stretching the whole right side body. Breathe in through your stretch. And when you're ready, crawl the hands back down to center. And I invite you to adjust yourself to go into your most comfortable child's pose, to make any preparations for yourself. Get there. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we'll slowly meet back into tabletop. Coming back into tabletop, we're gonna extend the left leg long, keeping everything where it's at, tucking the left toes, engaging with the whole left ankle and the left thigh, the whole left leg, pulsating the ankle back and forth, engaging with the Achilles, the heel. And we're going to bring this left leg back to meet the right. And we're going to extend the right leg long, tucking the right toes. And we're going to do the same on the other side, engaging with the whole right leg, with the whole ankle, the Achilles, the heel. And when you're ready, we're going to extend both legs long. And then we're going to gently, with control, drop the knees towards the floor, keeping our upper chest up into the air, lowering the hips down towards the ground. And followed by pelvis, stomach, chest, bringing our body all the way to the floor. And rising up, leading with the head, chin, chest, pushing up into up dog or cobra or baby cobra. Dropping the shoulders, engaging with the lower back. And slowly with control, lowering everything back towards the floor, lowering down. On your last exhale, we're going to rise up, going into your high plank. So if that means making any modifications, bringing the knees to the ground, like so, like here, or coming down to the forearms, like so. But still feeling strong in your high plank, engaging with the core, feeling strong here. And with control, we're slowly going to lower down to the floor. Letting everything go, coming to the floor. Next, we're going to take a cushion or the blanket that we have under us or to the side of us, and we're going to roll it up to where it looks like something like this, around those lines. We want to lay it down on our mat where our bellies are. We want to slightly lay our bellies on top of the blanket, have our arms by our side or up here, up by your upper chest if you like. We're just going to lay on top of this rolled up blanket and just resting here. Engaging with the breath. And I invite you to just be aware of the breath. Being fully engaged with it. Having full control of your breath. I also invite you to use belly breath if that feels good for you. Or if you just want to lay here and pick up on all the sounds you hear. Listen to the birds outside, the cars, the wind blowing through the trees, blowing up against your house. Coming out of your last cycle of breath, we'll slowly make our way back at the tabletop. Coming back into tabletop, making sure we're stacked. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the head up, not all the way, just slightly lift the chin, tucking the hips, engaging with the lower back, pushing into the floor. And then from here, we're going to exhale, pushing to the floor, pushing to the upper back, relaxing the hips. Inhaling, rising the chin, tucking the hips. Exhaling, pushing to the back. Feel free to do a couple cat-cows on your own. Following your own pace. And finishing up on your last cat or cow, bringing the spine to neutral. Next, I invite you guys to get a pillow or more cushions or a blanket. And I have a bolster, so if you have a bolster, you can bring that too. But if you don't have a bolster, let's say build something similar to it. So if you want to get cushions, roll up a blanket, bring a cushion in, kind of a similar thing. So if you make this little contraption, what we want to do is we just kind of want to lay on top of this and just rest here. Almost like a baby panda laying on a branch. You just want to just let everything go and hang heavy, similar to what we was doing on the rolled up blanket. We're letting everything go, not doing too much work, letting your cushions, pillows, blankets, letting your cushions do all the work. Apologies for the noises. The house is still being worked on. So if you can somehow tune that out, if you can. And when you're ready, I invite you to meet me in the seated position on our sits bones. Meeting in a comfortable seat, we're going to bring both feet in, touching up a prayer, butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long, as though the crown of the head. Feeling strong here in the seated position. And with control, sitting nice and tall, and trying to open up our hips by pushing our knees down towards the floor without even using our hand. With control, opening up as much as you can with the knees. Breathing into your stretch. And on your last exhale, we're going to release butterfly. We're going to plant our feet to the floor, knees facing towards the sky. Stretching our arms out nice and long. From here, we're going to use our core to slowly lower ourselves down to the floor without bending our knees. Straightening our knees. And when you make it to the floor, I'm just going to windshield wipe the legs back and forth. Slowly bringing your rocking to stillness. We're going to bring the feet together like a prayer, opening up the knees wide for Incline Butterfly. Engaging with the hips, opening up our knees as much as we can. Breathing through your stretch. If you would like some cushion under your knees, you can put them blankets, pillows, add some cushion under the knees. Does that feel good for you? So, from here, you can move your props. You can extend both legs long. But we're going to tuck in the right leg, bending the right knee, and bringing that right thigh as close as possible. Still keeping that right knee bent. And you can feel free to rotate the ankle if that feels good for you. Keeping the spine flat on the floor, engaging with the right thigh. On your last exhale, you can release that right leg, meet in the left. We're going to bend this left leg, bringing that left thigh as close to us as possible. Breathe into your stretch. Feel free to rotate that ankle. And on your last exhale, you can release that left leg back to meet the right. From here, we're going to leave the palms open. And we're just going to lay here. If you want to make any adjustments for yourself for Shavasana, you can do so at this time. If you want to use a blanket to put under your knees, if you want to put some cushion or a blanket under your lower back. Once you made adjustments for yourself, or if you're really in Shavasana, palms facing towards the sky, if you're feeling open, or palm facing towards the ground if you want to feel grounded. Just resting here, letting everything go. Go into your comfort zone. Feeling relaxed. Being mindful of the breath. Bring some awareness back to the breath. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Bringing some slight movement back to the body. Rolling to the right or left side for a moment of comfort. And then pushing up into a comfortable seated position to end the session with 4 closing breaths. Whenever you're ready, and if you made your way into a comfortable seat, placing the palms on top of the knees, heart center, or placing both palms on top of the heart. We're going to end today's session with 4 closing breaths. A breath for our ancestors and the indigenous people who was here before colonization. Breathing in. A breath to thank yourself for your practice today. Breathing in. A breath to thank yourself. A breath to thank others for their support. Breathing in. And a breath for everyone's well-being and for our yoga virtual community. Breathing in. The human in me bows down to the human in you. Namaste. And thank you for joining me in today's support flow. Hello. Again, thank you guys for joining me. I'm Trent. If you didn't catch my name, if it's your first time here, we are the Glitter Goddesses. This is Glitter Goddess Yoga. You can find more at the Glitter Goddesses. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, all donations go to POC, trans, and queer families. If there's anything you would like to see next time or anything different, feel free to share, like, and comment. Let us know what you want to see, what you want to do, how do you want to move your body with us in the morning. And yeah, thank you again for joining us, and I'll see you guys when you see me again. But we will see you guys tomorrow if you join us. Thanks so much, and see you next time.